Hello friends, welcome back to another video. My name is Cotton Candy Doll. This is a shifting video. In my previous video, I mentioned I wasn't getting any sleep. You guys are so sweet. You guys are like the sweetest. I don't know if you can hear that. It sounds like a fire truck outside my house. I'm so sorry. I don't want to stop recording the video, so welcome. Welcome all. If you're new, welcome. I'm really trying to be upbeat. I'm trying to be like in high spirits. I have my teddy. I brought him. Say hi. Say hi, Lysiers. Oh, he's got a piece of my hair on him. He's naked today. He didn't want to get dressed this morning. I didn't want to get dressed this morning. Sounds like a train. Anyway, so I am gonna jump into my shifting video, and I'm not really sure how long I want this video to be, but I do have a lot of explaining to do about my recent travel to back to his house. And if you guys watched the previous video, then you know that me and Toshinori, we're officially dating. I am on cloud nine there, but that he has some restrictions. Basically, he has some rules, and so the rules are because of me. It's because of what I did. I'm sorry. I'm sort of sorry, but I'm kind of like not sorry because I really got a chance to. It made me happy to do that, to be beside him, even if I was like stalking him, even if I was like stamping him. I mean, I only did that for a little while and I stopped because he asked me to. So it's like, well, I didn't stop it when he asked me to. That's part of the problem is that I did all these things when he told me not to. So he basically put like these restrictions in place. And when I tell you it's not going to really sound like it to you, to me it is though. Because now I feel like it's really hard to talk to him. I'm having trouble speaking out, speaking up, and this side of me that kind of like the side of me that would tell him like before, and I said like I would tell him off if I saw him, or um or my attitude, like my mojo would be like whatever, like that and stuff. Now it's like when I get around him, I can't do that. It just goes away. It like melts away. It melts away with like his touch and everything. And so now I'm trying to figure out the best way to talk to him. He asked me last time if I could stay. My hair is always getting in my face, I swear. And it's only when I do a video, like when I'm practicing my dances. Sorry, I'm going away from the shift for 1 second, okay? When I'm practicing my dances and stuff, because I practice them, you know, um, my hair and stuff doesn't get in my face, just doesn't now. Anyway, so back to Toshinori. I mentioned that he told me to wait for him last time, and I didn't wait. I was like, I'm not going to because I don't want something to happen. And also, I don't know if I'm really ready for that again because I feel like that put me in such a place where, like, I almost feel like I'm silenced by him. Like, I don't know, it's like the intensity of him makes me like, it turns me into something like little. Like, I don't feel as big as I did. I don't know if that makes sense to you. Like, I could say all this stuff about him and, um, I don't know, like my whole like I was more like dominant. He's more dominant than me, without a doubt. And so now like I kind of feel like I've been put in the place of like someone who's not as dominant when I'm around him. Even when I'm trying to be like it doesn't my words don't even come out like they're supposed to. So what I did was I left my uh I left my letter in his mailbox. I just came to his house super early and I came when it was like still dark outside and I put the letter in his mailbox. My love letter that I read you guys, the one that I wrote for Toshinori my love. I didn't give him the letter um before our little time together. I really am trying to choose my words very carefully on here because it is YouTube and I want to be careful. I don't want to get like kicked off the channel or banned or anything because of what I'm talking about or what because of something I say. I also noticed some of the comments you guys put, I can't read them for some reason. I mean, I can read them, but I can't respond. I wonder if that's a restriction they put, or I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to go research that because I want to talk to you, some of you, and I can't because something happens there. I don't know what happens. All right, I'm gonna tell you what happened when I shifted back to his house. So as you know, I went early in the morning, I did that, and then I came back here for a while. And I waited till the time I knew Toshinori would be back from, like, I wanted to talk to him. I wanted us to have a chance to talk. And I knew that if I came in the morning, it would be like last time. He would say, like, why don't you stay here and probably try to make me breakfast and all that. So I figured come later in the day and I would have more time to him to, there would be more time for me to talk to him and tell him like my feelings and stuff. Also, like to be able to talk to him and just find out some stuff about him. I wanted to have like a real conversation with Toshinori instead of just uh, our event. And he asked me if I would let him do it again. I honestly wanted to say no because I feel like it was just too intimate for me. It was just too much, guys. I'm going to go into a little detail later because something happened. Something did happen. Oh my gosh. So much more happened in this time than last time. Now last time, something sexual happened between us. Um and you guys probably thought like we had intercourse or whatever. And we didn't have intercourse. It was uh gosh, how do I explain that? So it's basically it's like it wasn't intercourse, okay? But it was kind of like that, okay? Just to tell you guys. So that was Toshinori, and okay, oh, I can tell you. So it's basically like I told you guys my dark fantasy. That's what he did to me. Okay. That was it. And it wasn't intercourse. So um this time we actually had intercourse. I don't even know if I'm supposed to say that like on YouTube. But we did. We did. How it happened. Oh my gosh, guys. Which sometimes I just think like maybe I'm like an airhead or something. Because I didn't see that coming either. I mean, I knew something would happen because it happened last time, but I didn't know this would happen. But it was like, it was kind of like fireworks. Let's see. I'll explain what happened first. So I went back to his house again. Toshinori had got out of work. And what do you know? I knew he was like in the shower because he wasn't anywhere in the kitchen or, yeah, I looked through his windows and stuff. I mean, that's not a crime, just staring it through the windows. And so, like, I started, like knocking on the door. And I was so nervous to like see him and talk to him again that like I had like a lot of butterflies in my stomach and I was kind of standing and like kind of like like bouncing a little bit because like I feel anxious and irritated and I also feel like like maybe I'm suffering from withdrawal. I'm not sure how to like fix that. And it is, it's Toshinori's fault for telling me to stop. When he told me not to do that, it was like I wanted to more. It was like I was more pushed to do like the bad thing he told me not to. But I'm a good girl, though I'm not a bad girl. So Yoshinori comes to the door in a towel again, and he's like, "I'm glad you came." And then he's like, "Do you need anything?" I like step in the door. I'm like, "No." I was like, "I really just wanted to." Um, I was like, I, I was like, I really, and I just kept staring at him because like his chest and everything was out. And then I remembered like something that happened between us. And I kind of looked away and I knew my face was like burning. Like, oh my God, my face is probably turning red. And guys, for me, this is a real thing. My face turns red, like my cheeks turn red. And I get it from my mom. She's the only one. I want her and my one other sister. And I didn't think I could like blush or anything, but I've been blushing since I was younger, and I thought it was normal until people started laughing at me. They were like laughing at my face, like your face is red. And they asked if I was wearing makeup. I said no, and they started laughing at me. And I'm like, what was funny about it? Because I didn't know people didn't actually do that. But I thought it was a normal thing. So I was pretty shocked and surprised when I found out, especially for someone like me that's not like fair skinned or anything. But I guess it doesn't even matter. I mean, that just proves it doesn't matter, you know, race or anything. Anyway, let's jump back into the shifting. I'm so sorry, guys, that I'm like straying away from like what I'm trying to tell you guys. It's just, so he's like, I'm glad you came back or whatever. And I was like, I need to talk to you. Still his chest and everything out. And then he takes off his towel. And I'm like, okay. When he takes his towel off, I kind of like I turn my head and I'm like talking like to the wall, and he's like walking up to me. Like he's walking up to me like this. So like he's like way up here and he's walking up to me. He like puts his arms around me like from behind, and like I can feel like I can feel him. He has like he's hard. And so I'm like, okay. I was like, Toshinori, I need to talk to you. And he goes, what's, you have like a problem or something? Do you have an issue? And I said, I just want to, I would like for us to have um, like a normal conversation. I want us to talk, like couples, they talk to each other about things. We tell each other about, your day and how things went and what you aspire to be in the future. And I want to ask you a lot of things about your world and stuff. And because I just want to know. I already know everything there is to know about you, but I want to hear you talk to me. Like I want to have like a conversation with you because it's important with me. Like communication is important. And I said, and I go, lately I haven't been able to really talk to you since like I was like, I don't know what it is. And he like turns me around. Toshinori turns me around. So then I'm like facing him. And I'm like, uh, I'm like, I can't. And he's like, I love you. He says, I love you guys. And then he reaches down and touches my face and pulls me into him into like a passionate kiss. And it's the most sensual kiss, is the most like sensual feeling. And I'm also getting turned on too. And then he's like, let's go to the room. And I'm like, Kushinori, I don't think I can, I was like, I go, I'm not really ready. Sorry. I haven't had my morning tea yet. I'm like, I'm not really ready. I don't think I can. I was like, I can't. And he goes, let's not talk about what you can't. Let's talk about what you can. And it's just like, you're trying to be so positive. He's trying to be so positive right now, guys. Oh my, so freaking positive. Like, you can do it type deal. And it's like, no, I don't want to do that right now. Like, and I'm like, damn it. And I'm thinking to myself, like, why didn't I come during the daytime? But he didn't have any time to do this to me. So we go back to the room, and he's like, and I haven't like looked at him yet, guys. I haven't like fully looked at his front. I just kind of like, I was like looking up, like kind of at the ceiling, like this. And he's like, um, he goes, take off your clothes. And I'm like, I don't really want to, I was like, I don't really want to do this right now. And he goes, it's not really about what you want right now. And I'm like, but I came here to talk to you. I wanted to have like a conversation. And he's like, I said if I ever found you in my bed, I would mess you up. And I'm like, yeah, I remember. I was like, but I already received I was like, but I've already received like punishment for that. And he's like, that was not punishment. And he goes, anyway, when I said that, you thought I meant like one time. He goes, I meant every time I saw you, like every time I saw you, every time you came here. And I'm like, what? I go, but that's not fair. Like, you didn't even say that. You should have said that. Like, and he's like, I tried to warn you. Like, I tried to tell you, like, not to come back and to stop, coming in my bed. I told you what that did to me. And I'm like, and he's like, well, go ahead, take your clothes off. Do as I say. And I'm like, Toshinori, I was like, I need to talk to you. And he goes, you don't need to talk. You don't need to say a word. And he comes down and he like kisses me. This is a problem, guys. Like, all my conversation, like whatever I'm thinking just goes away like immediately. And I still haven't looked at him yet, guys. I still haven't like we're kissing, we're making out and stuff, um and I'm like I said, I want to touch you this time. And he sits up and he looks at me, he's like, you haven't earned the right yet. And my smile, I swear, guys, my smile was just like, I'm like, what do you mean I haven't earned the right? We're together, like we're a couple. So I'm your girl, right? And he goes, yeah, but you haven't earned the right to do that. Since you were coming here, stalking me, since you were like sleeping in my bed and stamping me. And he said he had to miss a whole day of work because he couldn't calm himself down because he was so stiff. And he goes, what if someone had needed my help? Then their life would have been in your hands. And I was like, don't put that kind of guilt on me. You could have still did whatever you needed. So what if you had a hard on? Guys do that at work all the time. And then he's like, look, and he shows me, and I'm like, he is hiding a monster. Okay. And I'm like, he goes, so he goes, take off your so he's like, so take your clothes off and stop arguing with me. And I'm like, no. I'm like, I don't want to. And he goes, you don't really have a choice because, I told you what I'd do if I found you in my bed. And just because you interpreted it as a one-time deal doesn't mean that. And he goes, um, and I'm like, did you get my I go, did you get my love letter that I gave you? Now I'm just trying to like go around what he's saying. And he starts coming toward me and I'm like, did you get my love letter that I wrote you? And he goes, no. I'm like, I put it in your mailbox this morning. Like I put it in there for you so that you could read it, and I thought it would make your day, or if you read it before you went to work. And he says he never checks the mail before work. He checks the mail like at night or something, which doesn't make any sense. Why would you check your mail at night? Everyone checks their mail during the daytime. So then like of course he starts kissing me again. And I try to reach up to like touch because like I want to like touch him because that's my dream has been like this whole time. I want to be able to touch him and caress him and rub him, but he just won't let me. And so I get ticked off, guys. I get irritated. I get kind of mad. And now I'm like glaring at him. And he's like, "You're having trouble removing that." And I'm like, "No, he goes, "You just what? You expect that, like, did you break the rules? You expect that, like, your actions have, like, no consequences." And I'm like, "But I already thought that, you know," I'm like, "Oh, gosh, he's really being a jerk right now." But I just love him. Like, I love him so much. And I guess he's right, guys. I can't really, like, be mad at him if so now, like, I'm just like I'm so angry. And he looks at me and he's like, "I can tell like you're livid right now." And he's like, "This is your fault. You did this to yourself, so you can't get angry at me." And I got even more mad. I'm like glaring at him and he's like, "If you're not gonna," he goes, "Fine." He comes up closer and he starts like unbuttoning my clothes. And I'm so angry. I like slap his hand out of the way and I'm like, "I can do it myself." And he puts his hand on top of mine and he goes, "No, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it this time." And he like slowly starts removing it. Like he gets my shirt off completely and he's like rubbing his fingers over and he puts his mouth. And he goes, "When are you gonna stop being, mad? When are you gonna stop being angry?" And I'm just like, so I'm trying to still like be mad, but it's so hard. And he goes, "Let's see how long your anger is gonna last against me. Let's see how long you can hold out." And then he's like, um, he goes, "I'm gonna penetrate you today, every inch of you." And I'm looking at him, and I'm just like, "Nope, nope." Like he goes, "You can't say no to that. Like you can't say no. Like you have to abide by like my rules and stuff." And I was like, "I don't know if I'm ready." And he's like, "Ready or not?" And it's like, damn it, fine. But I thought, um, I thought the experience was gonna be like, I don't know what I thought it was gonna be like. I thought it was gonna be like really pleasurable because I'm like, actually it hurt a lot. And he told me like it's gonna hurt. He said you're probably gonna cry too. And I'm gonna be as gentle as possible with you. He was. I basically ended up spending the whole night with him. Did it again in the morning. And he's so, oh my God, guys. Wait, wait for you. I am so like, I'm like, I don't know, so taken. I can't even like, I don't, I don't even know how to explain to you guys. I can't explain, but it does make me a little upset that he's not letting me touch him yet. But those restrictions and those rules in place, and I'm fine with that, I guess. I'm fine with that. But now I kind of, yeah. Oh, so I forgot to tell you. So afterwards, he made me breakfast again, and I ate the breakfast and stuff, and I had my coffee and the little cute little mouse things with the little spoons. I used those. I got to use those again. And my clothes, like I had my clothes on the floor from the night before, and I grabbed them and I left. And I basically like I only put on a dress. I didn't put my undergarments on. I figured I can just put them on. I can, when I come back later, I can just get them. But you know what? When I went back there, I couldn't find I couldn't find like my underwear from the last time. I don't know what happened to them. I gave them to him, and when I asked him where they were, he said he doesn't know. So those are my best ones too. Like they're really expensive. They were really cute. So anyway, that's what happened when I went to Toshinori's house. We went all the way. Like I said, I would give you guys details, like full details. Oh my gosh. Maybe I'll do that in one video. Maybe I'll do it. He's like, he needs me to say those words again that he made me say last time. I'm your bitch. Oh. See, that's how the heck does he know like my fantasy? Like, what the heck? I was doing that to be an asshole too. Like, you're gonna say you're my bitch and all this stuff. But guys, you know what? I'm not going down without a fight. Even though my mojo's left, even though I'm, like softer around him or whatever you call it, I'm gonna find a way to get back at him for this. I have to. I don't. I want to be able to touch him. I don't care if he punished me for it. I don't care what happens. I just want to get back at him. Okay, granted, I know I did wrong. I know I did wrong, but I want to get back at him so that I have to get back at him every day. Come on, you're gonna mess me up every time. And the thing is, like, I always get all clean. I always like bathe and everything before I go see him, and I like to smell good. And he just wants to make me all dirty afterwards. I love him so much. I love Toshinori. So I definitely have to touch him. I'm not gonna wait for him to lift any restrictions. Take forever. Just have his way with me whenever he wants to, but I can't do anything to him. How's that fair? Right, guys? I'm like so I'm happy, like I'm excited and kind of sore. So, um, dang it. I really wanted to touch him, especially since I know how. Should I describe him to you guys? Should I? Nah, no. That's for me. He's for me. He's mine. I need to make him say he's mine. He made me say that I'm his. He made me say all the things I was supposed to make him say. And the way he did it was, oh my God, just such an asshole. Like, it's how I did it. I'm gonna get him back. Oh, let me point out to some of you on here. Um, a lot of you guys, a lot of my subscribers. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos. So Ariana, if you're out there, Vanessa, Cools, who else did I see? Storytime Chan, a lot of you. And there's someone else. There's a bunch of other of you guys too. And someone gave me the idea to they thought he put something in my coffee when I drank it. I'm thinking that I might do something like that to him. Maybe I'll drug him. I'll drug him and I'll torture him. Throw my sick, dark, twisted fantasy on him and see what happens. I don't care as long as I get to touch him. What's he gonna do to me, huh? What's he gonna do? Nothing. Nothing. Like, gosh, I'm still taken by that. Yes, jump around naked bear. Just sitting on my lap this whole time. Anyway, thank you guys for watching the video. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you're notified of other videos. Thank you guys for your compliments, for telling me like I don't look so terribly awful. I haven't been getting any sleep. I woke up again at 1. Um, I try to go to bed early for work, but I woke up so early and I didn't fall back to sleep until almost 3. And then I got up at 5. Like I'm having the most trouble sleeping, and Toshinori is on my mind constantly, especially after we had sex. So it was like, oh my gosh, he made me scream. Like I couldn't. I tried to like. You guys know. Some of you guys know what it's like. So I've been like a lot happier. I've been like less stressful. I always love milk. It's basically Prozac. You guys know that, right? It's like an antidepressant. Anyway, enough dreaming. Some of you guys didn't share your dark fantasies with me. I want to hear about them. I want to talk about them, guys. I'm also sorry this video is so long, but I did warn you guys the videos are going to be a lot longer. So I'm trying to think of a plan. I'm concocting a plan already. I'm going to think about it all day at work about what I could do to All Might. Maybe I could drug him. I'm going to drug him some kind of way. I'm not going to hurt him though. I'm not going to like kill him or anything. I just want him to be like out of it so that he can't do anything. He's like weak and useless. I'm not, and you guys don't have to feel like it's your fault that I'm doing this. And I'm not like a psycho or anything. But I think All might be yandere. He seemed kind of like upset that I didn't come there when he asked me to stay. Also the way he just dragged me into the room like that. And then his demands, all this stuff he want me to say and do, and I just feel like he is yandere, he doesn't know it. So I'm definitely gonna do something maybe to his coffee. Maybe I'll make him coffee in the morning and I'll put something in it. And it'll make him like weak and helpless. And maybe it'll like, I don't know how that's gonna work with his quirk. He has an amazing quirk, so damn it. It might not work, guys. I don't know if I'll be able to sexually torture him and in my twisted fantasy way. And what happens if he breaks out of it? I kind of want to do it in a way he doesn't know. I'm just thinking of what happened if he gets caught. What if his quirk does something to repel, like the drugs or something? And he's like cutting candy doll or something. And, he like, or what if he gets really angry and he's like, how dare you do this to me? I don't know. I feel like I want to get back at him. I want to relieve his stress and his pleasure too, though. I want to do that. I want to give him an amazing orgasm. But, I want to give him one too, but I'm still like restricted. He's still like restricting me. But I have a plan though, guys. Before I decide what type of drugs I'm gonna give him, or if I'm even gonna do that at all, that might even be the answer. Before I decide to do that, I'm gonna start going to his house early again so he doesn't have time to do anything to me. Um, so he doesn't have time to like try to like sexually torture me or try to like penetrate me or anything because he just won't have time. I'm just gonna come like in the morning like I did last time. So we have as little time as possible. And I'm gonna try to use that time to like talk to him. I'm gonna force him to like talk to me because I need to have a conversation with him. That's what real relationships are about. It's about communication. Oh my God, my video is so boring. I'm so sorry, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Don't forget to hit the like button. And I'm gonna keep you guys updated like every time I go to his house. That's why I have another video already. That's why I already have this video, even though I already did one. Because I've been going there like every day. So, and I can't leave you guys out. And I try to tell you guys as soon as something happens because I don't want to forget about what happened. All right, so thank you guys for watching the video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Thanks for watching.